Hi, welcome back to Dice Drop. I'm Allie. I will be your game goddess today.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and I will be playing Ada.
I'm Kyle. I'm playing Murphy.
Last time...
You mean muffler for ding dong.
Last time, where we left off, I put you guys in some fun-ass tunnels. You, went to one of the libraries of Izmine, where you met the not nice librarian who just was so over you guys and was just like, you know what, go into the tunnels, lose yourself in them, die in them, I don't really give a shit. And that was sort of where I left you guys off, was in these secret tunnels. So where through the libraries, where you guys are now is kind of in this little marble area of the actual start of the tunnels. There are 3 tunnels, one to the left, one to the right, one in the middle, and this entire place is made of this white marble. So it's just this very light, ethereal, sort of atmosphere. Can one of you give me perception? And if you have a perception seeing, then please use that.
I do not have a perception seeing. Don't we have tokens in Roll20 so that we can move people? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but I want you guys to be actual, I want you guys to tell me what you guys are actually doing and where you're going. If you just go, I go here, that's not going to be great for...
Okay, so I'm just rolling a basic perception because I don't have perception seeing.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. I have perception hearing. I'm going to hear shit before you, bitch. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Ina can't see for shit right now. I got all 2s.
Okay.
I got a 15
So
total.
2 plus 2 plus 2 was 6 plus 1 is 7.
15. Amazing. So Murphy does... So the walls are illuminated with lanterns. You can't tell what kind of light is illuminating in them because it doesn't look like a normal flame, but you can tell that there's light in it. And under one of the lamps, you see an inscription that is written into the wall.
Okay.
Do you want to go over
What
and
does
read
it say?
So within the wall, it says, "So you have heard one riddle, so on to the next. For I am very impressed. Though you have more challenges you must pass to find a piece of this goddess past. For..." Yes, I'm going to drop it into the Discord. But now I need to fucking restart over so I can do it.
I'm so sorry.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry. Go on ahead. Go on ahead, Allie. Do the thing. Cut all that out.
No, don't cut it out. It's funny. We need content.
Okay. So you have heard one riddle, so on to the next. For I am very impressed. Though you have more challenges you must pass from this piece of this goddess past. See, now I'm all fucked up. I was doing so well. For I am the goddess of discovery. I have seen things far and wide. Now you must find this part of me into the eye.
Into the eye. Okay. So you have heard one riddle, so on to the next, for I'm very impressed. So is this written or this is...
It's an inscription.
It's an inscription.
Okay. So though you have more challenges you must pass to find a piece of this goddess's past, for I am the goddess of discovery. I have seen things far and wide. Now you must find this part of me into the eye. Is that... Okay. So into the eye. So as we are looking, we don't see any statues, right?
No, you only see these 3 tunnels and none of them are lit up.
Okay. So goddess, I've seen things far and wide. So Kyle, How are we going to solve this?
I don't know.
I
I'm
have
bad
no-
at riddles.
Okay. So we also have to keep the lookout for traps because remember the things about the rigs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more dex based, so I think I can keep a good eye out for those.
For I'm the goddess of discovery. I have seen things far and wide. Now you must find this part of me into the eye. Okay, so we have to still. I'm not sure, but what tunnel do you think we should at least
I've been thinking about this.
consider?
I think
At least consider going down.
I've been thinking about this since last week. I think we go up.
You go up, so like the tunnel. So friends, Allie is going to be putting the map on where we are. So as we're looking at the map that we can currently see, we are in the bottom left-hand corner where this lovely white marble is. And so there's a tunnel that kind of goes up, but in a diagonal towards the right. There is a tunnel directly towards the right that kind of slants down. And then in the very bottom, there's a tunnel that also goes to the right. I have a feeling that maybe those two tunnels converge, but it might go slant down and then even out. But those two tunnels might converge. I mean, I kind of want to explore the whole place because that's how gamer instinct is. I want to find all the goodies. I want to explore everything.
So, Zoe, you want to know where
Street
the inscription is?
Yes, please.
It's between the left tunnel and the middle tunnel.
Okay, I described what the tunnels look like. So it's like, I'm going to draw here. So it's like right here.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, between the eye. Okay, so Kyle says he would like to go into the way that I was describing it. Kyle would like to go into the tunnel that is directly in front of us that goes up. That's what
So
he
the
wants
left one?
Yes, the left one, the one that goes up and slants it diagonal to the right.
Okay, now just keep in mind there is a chance for all three, because there is Solus is still there. All three of you guys can take one tunnel.
Do we want to do that, Kyle? Do we want to split the party?
No. Splitting the party as well.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's too goddamn early in this game to split the party.
It's my favorite shit.
I don't
it's your
care.
favorite trope because you want to kill us.
I don't trust you.
I mean, either way, I think Kyle and I have agreed we would like to explore the whole fucking map.
Okay.
At least that's my instinct. I want to explore the whole map.
So you guys go into the most left tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
We go up the tunnel with Murphy in the lead.
Okay.
Secret tunnel. I'm going to do a seeing check to see if I notice any traps.
Okay, that's smart.
If that's okay with you.
Yep.
Okay.
No traps.
That's a 15.
Good job, Murphy.
Again. Yay.
You notice when you first start going toward that most left tunnel that there is a shiny little line on the floor of it that looks almost like a tripwire.
Okay. Can I see? Do I have anything that I can use to
You have your gun.
I do.
He has a gun.
I want to kill the trap.
I want to shoot the trap.
They have the gun.
Shoot the trap.
I was about to say, is there anything we could throw at? Is there any rocks around that we can just
if
throw
it's
at it?
If it's a line on the ground, then we just step over it.
Yeah, but what if there's something that sets it off like a pressure plate afterwards?
That would be dumb.
I know how people think, Kyle. That's the shit I would pull.
I'm so happy.
Do I see a pressure plate with the 15?
No, you just see that cute little sparkly string that looks like it's just barely off
is
the floor.
Is there a decently heavy rock next to me?
Just roll 3d6 for me and we'll see. It's gonna be a luck check. I don't know.
If there's a rock.
12.
12?
Is there a rock?
I mean, there's a medium-sized rock. I wouldn't say it's big. I would say it's like you can
Okay,
hold it.
I'm gonna hold the rock above, right in front of the tripwire.
Listen, that's the shit I
Wait,
would
are you
pull
like
out.
this
I'm gonna
with it, or
stare
are
at
you like,
Ina.
are you like throwing it, or are you like hovering over it with the rock?
Hovering over it with the rock,
Okay, my guy.
and then I'm gonna drop it. I
This
have a
is
Kyle,
the
cast
shit
give
now.
me-
I would do, though.
Kyle, give me a dex check because you were
The
hovering.
fuck did I tell you, Kyle?
Because you were hovering
Dex.
right over it like a dummy.
That's a 17.
Great. You immediately see it coming, you duck. You got rid of there. There was a very I made an exact like the exact like how much you had to do on this page. When you duck out of it, when I say it, I mean like 3 very sharp arrows that were coming toward your head.
Lovely.
Is that tripwire still there?
I mean, it was tripped, so
So it's
Well,
okay.
no,
now,
I didn't throw the rock on the tripwire.
because it's fucking magical, Kyle.
I threw it in front of the tripwire
It's a
so that
magic
the-
thing.
to see if there would be a pressure plate.
there wasn't a pressure plate, but you did trigger the fucking
You
trap.
crossed the boundary of the trap. That's why I wanted you to also throw it. But I was like, you know what? Let him go off, gang. So we got to be careful of everything now. Okay, great, perfect, excellent. Okay, I'm going to write down in my notes, Murphy almost impales himself.
Impales themselves. Impales herself. I don't know. Feeling feminine today.
Today. All right,
Yeah.
so we're heading up the tunnel, looking out for traps.
Yes. So as you guys go up the tunnel, I am off my fog area. You guys just like see like the little tunnel just keeps getting farther and farther in. I need both of you to
See, it does.
I need both of you to give me a perception, and Solus will also be doing a perception.
Basic perception.
Yep, just basic.
Yeah, since we don't have seeing. I
I
want to
do.
do a hearing perception. I want to see if I can hear shit.
Okay.
Do I do a hearing or a seeing or just regular?
You can do seeing, you could do regular, you can do whatever feels right.
I
That's a
perceive
16.
nothing. I got a 3. I got a 4. That's a 7. Plus 1. That's an 8. Plus 1. That's a 9. If I'm doing a hearing, that's an 11.
11, you can hear like a very subtle like echo going through all of this, so you can tell that it's a very long way around.
Okay.
Let's
All right. I guess we're still moving forward. Do you see any traps, Murphy?
I don't know. I rolled a 16.
From right now, you don't see any traps. It's pretty clear.
Okay, we keep going
so we just
forward,
keep
I
moving
guess.
forward.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What you guys want to do?
I guess
I
we
mean,
keep
there's
going.
literally nothing else to do than keep moving forward.
Roll for traps!
13.
I don't know why, but Ina, like, I feel like Ina is just casually taking a rock and throwing it every couple of feet. Like, picking up the rock, throwing it again, picking up the rock, throwing it again. Like, just that same motion. She's nervous.
Murph, you're in front, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Are you going to tell people when there's something weird happening, or are you just like, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, listen, I don't. Murphy's sometimes cynical. I have to ask.
Sometimes, but like not all the time. Not when their life is at stake.
We're only level 2, Allie.
Yeah. Come on, man.
So there is a pressure plate you notice on the floor. It has like a glimmer to it.
Okay. I don't have any way to dispel anything magical.
No, but we
So-
have a magic person with us.
Solus is like looking at her nails. What?
I look at Solus and I'm like, can you get rid of that?
I feel like a part of this, like Ina is like looking, and then like Murphy is like, "Can you get rid of that?" And then Ina goes, like, sees the glittering plate and goes, "Ooh, trap! I spot a trap. See, book smarts."
Oh, I also need to make it so clear, just so you guys understand where Solus is at right now. Solus can see up to 20 yards in darkness without a light source, and she just hasn't said shit.
That's because Solus is an asshole.
So you guys have like been tripping a little bit and not really knowing like what's next, and she's just been casually walking.
I was about to say, I don't know. Can elves in this universe see in the
Yes,
dark?
that's where.
Okay. Okay, so then we should also be
Okay,
able to
then
see
you're
because I'm a
fine.
Dalish elf.
Okay, cool. Then you're fine. So Solus is going to activate her Arcana awareness. She can attune her sense of flow of arcane power for a minute. She can sense the active magic within 10 yards. She goes, "There's nothing magical here."
So then, and then she points at the shiny square plate. Then what do you call that?
Glitter.
I throw a rock at it.
You throw. Do you throw the rock directly at her, or are you going to do what Murphy did and?
No, throw the rock directly at it. I'm not leaning over that shit. I saw what happened to Murphy. I'm not trying to get myself shot with arrows.
A net.
Why not? It's fun.
A net from the top of the cavern immediately falls down.
Can I pick up my rock?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Ooh. We have like backpacks and stuff, right?
Filled with whatever.
I don't think we bought that.
Yeah.
I think Solus.
for like
I think
inventory.
Solus were to have. I think Solus has like a messenger bag.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like Solus's style.
Can
But
I?
we
take-
haven't bought anything for ourselves other than a sword and a gun.
A gun! No!
Can I?
A white man!
Can I take the net and like fold it up and put it in?
I was about to say the
Solstice
net might come in handy. That would be
Yeah.
something that we would take.
The net has sort of like a gold shimmer to it. It has weights at the bottom of it, so it can entrap people.
Ooh. What if this is like a magical item, Murph? What if this is a magical item, Kyle? I'm talking in regular words, so I gotta talk to you as regular person.
I don't know, Zoe. What if it is a magical item?
That'd be so cool, though. Okay.
I feel like this isn't going to be a roleplay heavy episode.
No, I mean we're nervous. Like I feel like Ina is on guard. She doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, and Murph is focused on like seeing what they can see.
Mm-hmm. Like we're focused right now. This is all that Allie wants us to be, and then she's like, "Fuck, no content." All right, we're moving forward.
We've decided we could do a talk show podcast. I feel like this is good enough content.
Hey, what's this? I was about to say, what's this little gap here, Allie, that you didn't bother to unfold? Okay, so we're still looking for an eye, right? I see things far and wide. You must find this part of me into the eye. Okay, we're still looking for the eye thing.
Well, we don't know if it's an eye that we're looking for. It just says into the eye, as if like we're going into the eye to look for whatever.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to
there
find.
were a lot
it
of
has
clues last episode. Just letting you guys know if you guys were taking notes to anything last.
Well, there's the sextant, and you would have to a sextant. Hold on, let me Google a photo of a sextant. Because I'm pretty sure a sextant has an eyepiece. Yes, a sextant does have an eyepiece. So maybe we're looking for something that'll eventually have a sextant or something, and we'll be able to look through it. And then then we have the owl, the chrysanthemum, owls have eyes. Owl, chrysanthemum, sextant. And what was the other one? Okay, so I have a feeling we're going to have to either look into a sextant, Kyle, because you can look in.
No,
like we haven't seen a sextant or anything yet, but the sextant led us to that. But it says, I have to see things. Now you must look into this part of me, into the eye. You can look through a sextant, an eye. I mean, there's like an eye of a needle. The needle might mean the compass. But we don't have a compass, and we haven't seen anything like a compass. A chrysanthemum, I don't know if anything like that. And then maybe an owl, because owls have eyes. But we haven't seen anything that looks like an owl.
I think we just keep going and then
I'm going to say we keep going forward.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Because then we'll be able to actually, like, see, like, what's happening. Or, like, we'll be able to see what pops up and then be able to react.
So,
you know,
while you guys are going up, you notice that the tunnels are getting wider, and it's actually sort of like moving itself into like this more like crystal cavern where the rocks are like glowing in like this bronzy light, and all of the crystals in here are like jade and like clear quartz, and has like almost, you're in a cave, so you would expect it to have like wet cave smell, but it actually kind of more smells like sage and rosemary.
Do these crystals look like the crystals from that table?
Some of them do, but not all of them.
Okay.
There's some like aquamarine and sea glass like in there also. Do you guys want to
check for traps?
There are no.
Okay.
I will say there are no traps in this area.
I say metagaming.
There are no traps in this area. Now, when you guys go up into like the more open area, because I'm going to guess that's where you guys are going to go next.
Yeah, I imagine we now look into it more.
There's now two directions. There's one that's going up still, and there's one that's headed more down.
Do you feel like if we head down, it's going to lead to those other two tunnels, Kyle?
I feel like there's a possibility for it. So I think in the interest of just like exploring more, we go up.
Okay. Before we do, I would like to, because I feel like Ina, like with that blacksmithing kind of shit, she's interested in the crystals, and to see if she like recognizes them and maybe ask Solus, like, have you seen these crystals before? But
maybe you could make like a crystal weapon later.
That's what I was thinking. I want to investigate the crystals.
That'd be cool.
They are, from what you can tell, charged up clear quartz, aquamarine. There is sea glass that is in the like actual like areas, which sea glass is in the cobblestones that are actually up above. When you guys are like walking through Arona, it's like part of like the actual like infrastructure is like sea glass within the actual cobblestones. There's also some sea glass in the buildings too, so it's not like uncommon for you guys to see sea glass down here. And by the way, I'm saying this because people are just like, Allie, sea glass is just polluted glass that ends up in the sea and then like is tumbled around, which makes sea glass. Sea glass in this universe is actually naturally made by the sea. It's kind of almost like a pink salt deposit that gets created and then rounded off to become its own stone.
Sweet. Okay. I would like to see if I can take a couple of chunks of these crystals.
Sure. With what are you doing that with, your new weapon?
See, this is why I wish we like bought stuff before. Like, I would have loved for like blacksmithing tools.
Decided I figured out the thing, so I'm going to go full force there. So,
I know, but she was excited, man. I would imagine she's gonna try to use her hands to see if that'll work, and then if anything, she'll like. She knows how to get here. Would she be able to get back if that is fine?
Unsure.
Oh, okay. So guess I'll just use some strength
to
check and see if I can just like yoink some off. Like, you know, like the parts at the top where like you can just.
Yep.
Okay, so straight strength roll. Like, that is pretty good. And I got a stunt point, so I can add that to my stunt points. I now have 4 stunt points. Okay, I got 2 6s, a 1, so that's a 12 plus 1, that's 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, you can get like the littlest chunk off because the tunnel is like mostly made of like clay and hard rock, so it's like a softer part of clay where you're able to like pull a little clear quartz off. It's not like a big one.
Okay. I would like to try to get as many of those like little ones that I can get from all the different crystals that are available, if that's okay.
I'm sorry, what did you want to do? I was doing something.
Try to get more from other deposits, if that is okay.
Yeah, you can totally try. Are you you're using the crystal to try and get more off? Is that what's...
I mean, I'm going to try to do the strength thing. We can keep it the same roll unless you want me to roll for more. But if that doesn't work, then I will use the other.
I would ask you to roll strength again.
Okay. Got you. Boom. Okay. I got a 4. That's an 8. Plus 1 is a 9. Plus 3 is a 12. So that's not working. I think she will try to use the quartz to dunk, 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 dunk. Because quartz is pretty strong, right?
Yeah, quartz is pretty strong.
Okay. So she sees that seeing that the strength isn't doing anything, she'll take the quartz and tunk, 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 tunk.
With the, let's roll. What exactly? Because there's quartz, there's aquamarine, there's the jade.
I think she's trying to get as much as she physically can. So I guess since I'm using the quartz now, would that be a new roll plus whatever?
No, with the quartz, I rolled a 6 for like a piece of jade and some sea glass, so you were able to get like a medium chunk of that off.
Okay. And I can't get anything else after like inspecting all the other deposits, like nothing else seems like it'll come off easily.
No, those seemed like the easiest ones to like get off.
Okay. So hold on, making more notes because I forget sometimes to take the notes. Now in Cavern.
That's fine. I forget all the time to take notes.
Kyle, you don't take notes.
As we're investigating in this area, you said there was like a sage smell. Is there anything we can see in here that would be causing the sage smell?
You notice there's like little herbs and stuff that are growing around, which is a little bit odd, seeing as there is no real sun or anything that would show like this is an inhabitable environment.
I imagine I'm wearing my leathers, which means I'm wearing my pants, and I'm pretty sure I have pockets.
The way you said that was very like Victorian housewife. I'm wearing my leathers.
I made it
as you can
so
tell,
clear.
I'm reading Fourth Ring.
I've made it so clear that I will watch your guys' money and spending, but I will not be accountable of what is in your inventory and pockets. That shit's just Animal Crossing to me. Just throw it in there. There could be a windmill in there, and I'd be like, dope. Like, I don't...
No, I was trying to figure out, like, I was thinking of, like, what I would be wearing. Obviously, she's not wearing, like, her nice dress outfit because that got ruined from the fight. So she's wearing the only other clothes that she has right now, which are her leathers, which means she has her pants on. So she's putting the stuff in her...
I'm sorry,
she's putting that stuff in her... I've been reading Fourth Wing. Leave me the fuck alone.
Where exactly were you pulling that deposit from, can I ask? Like, what part of this, like, kind of open cavern area? Is it in, like, the curve, or, like, the upper curve, or, like, one of the walls? I'm extraordinarily ignoring Kyle.
I imagine, like, she's somewhere, like, I guess it would be, like, because I guess she was maybe like on the first roll when she got the quartz. She was going around and testing, like, ooh, is this going to come off easily? No. Is this going to come off easily? So I would imagine she is, I'm going to draw. I would imagine she's like worked her way around kind of, and maybe she's like right here, oh God, that too big. That went too big. But she's like up in that northern part of this tunnel.
So you're more.
I guess she's like along the wall. She's not dead in the center yet.
So you're like more right here because the only deposits are like on the walls. You can't just like be in the middle of the cavern.
No, like I guess she was like working her way around the walls until she was able to get one, and then she used the quartz to get some others.
So because you're around the walls, did you travel around the walls or did you just stay in that one area?
I think because we came up like this, right? I think she just followed along the wall until she stopped and found the quartz.
Okay.
And then she used the quartz to get some sea glass and the aquamarine, you said, right?
Yep.
Got a chunk. And so she's putting this stuff into her pockets. That's why I was trying to explain that what she was wearing so that she could put it in her pockets. And now she's going to investigate the herbs because even though Ina's a dummy, she knows this isn't normal.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to investigate the herbs.
Did you roll for anything? Because I've been busy doing shit. I've been busy making your lives hell.
So quartz, aquamarine, and sea glass, right?
Yeah. You can give me an intelligence on the herbs.
Okay. Sorry, I was just writing that down. Intelligence. God, that's a +0, so this is a straight roll. Okay, not bad. I mean, it makes sense. She's not big into herbs. I got all 3s. So a 9 total.
How weird. These herbs just seem to be growing in this cave. I don't know.
Okay, so she is now going to call the bookie lady, the book person, and then she's like, hey, Solus.
Hey, Ina.
I thought you meant like literally call, and I'm like, do we have cell service down here?
No.
No, and she's like, can you come look at some of these herbs? They're weird.
Okay. And Solus sort of like bends down and like looks at the herbs.
I don't know much about plants, but I know that plants need sunlight, and there's no sunlight in here, so that makes it weird.
Solus looks down at the sage and rosemary and just sort of rubs them in her fingers. And when she pulls her fingers away, she goes, And she has a little bit of salt deposits on her hands that were from the ocean. And she goes, And then goes and like looks around and looks above her. And when she looks above her, you guys notice the sea glass that were in the cobblestones are now actually like looking through the little like areas of the cobblestones where it's showing like different lights whenever like a cloud moves over the sun or whenever. Ooh. So it like sort of shines down. And Solus goes, that might do it, but it also might just be like this is a god's tomb and like fuck all the rules. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that one seems more real.
Did she like Sage? Like, does the goddess of discovery like? Is she like into like how it that
doesn't
smells?
Say on her sheet? So I guess we can make it up, Murphy.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do like an intelligence check or something like that to see if I remember.
Yeah, because you've been to everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, you also haven't spent that much time with Ismene, because remember, Ismene and a lot of Ismene's wayfinders are like kind of assholes.
True.
All right, do a roll.
Okay.
Roll, baby, roll.
That's a 10.
I mean,
Makes sense.
You remember whenever you went to the libraries, it kind of had like a hint of like a sage smell, so it might just be like a scent that she likes, but you also know she really likes the smell of like seawater and stuff, which probably has to do with like the sea glass and like salt deposits and everything.
Do you think we should take some of the herbs, Murphy?
I don't think it would hurt.
Cool. And then she starts harvesting them and putting them in her pockets.
So this is like
I was gonna say we put them in. I was gonna say we put them in the backpack, but you know,
I have
then
a
like
bag.
mid stuffing them into her pockets with her shiny rock. She's like, "Oh, okay," and then pulls them out and starts putting them and her rocks into the bag.
Okay, Ina. All right.
Okay. Can we investigate? We're right here right now, right? So we're right there.
Yeah.
I would like to go this way because this way is not really shown yet. I would like to go in that way just to see like what
for the
this
listeners
is.
who are only listening, what is that way?
Okay, so right now, as we went up the tunnel that went north, the northern tunnel that goes up north, and now if you're looking at the map, listeners, we're now up in the tunnel, in this caverny, circle-y area where there's two tunnels that branch out, one also going further north, and then one that goes directly south on the most eastern side of this area. We're currently in this little curve, which is on the northeastern part, but I went ahead southwest because the way that we can't see stuff that currently isn't shown, and I would like to head in that direction. So on the right side, the left side of the southeastern tunnel.
Okay.
That's where I would like to head. Sorry.
That's why I didn't want to do maps, because I was just like, y'all are going to say I want to go this way, and I'm going to be like, that's not going to work.
I will explain.
Fair, you give anybody a map and they're just going to be like, yeah, let's go this way.
No, because like I explained earlier, like the way that the map looked. Oh, so it's just, I guess it continues?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing like we're seeing around because it's not very light in here.
No.
But
Can you give me a perception, Ina?
Of course. I imagine she's not going super far into it, but just enough to see like what she can physically see. Okay, so a straight perception because she doesn't do sight perception. Ooh, that was a really good roll. Good job, Ina. I got a 6, and a 5. So that's a 12, 17 plus 1, 18.
So directly to your left, Ina, you notice there's another inscription on the wall, but this one is sort of surrounded in a more like glowing quartz and sea glass situation. And this inscription says, and I will give it to you in the Discord, just let me speak it first.
No problem.
Yeah, Zoe.
No problem. Okie dokie.
You've gotten this far, so I see. You better lead yourself north to see through my viewpoints.
Found the next inscription. Okay, so I don't see it yet. There we go. You've gotten this far, so I see you had better lead yourself to the north to see through my viewpoints. Okay. I feel like Allie doesn't want us to go and explore other areas, even though I really want to. So I feel like Ina's going to be like, hey, guys, I found an inscription. I'm book smart.
Murphy's going to read it over and be like, all right, guess we're going north.
Let's go. I guess we go up.
And they're like, can we see, like, we can't see a whole lot down. Like, I'm guessing we can only see, like, maybe 20 feet clearly and then maybe an additional, like, 5 feet where it's, like, dark. I want to explore every part of a map, bro. That's just my
that
gamer
would take
instinct.
literally the entire, like, 3 hours that we have left.
I know, but that's just my gamer instinct.
I mean, if you want to move down a little bit before we go up, you totally can.
I'm going to leave that decision to Zoe because I don't care either way.
You can still split the party and discover the entire map as long as one or two people are looking for where they need to go. But y'all don't want to split the party, so...
We know we have to go north. I have a feeling like Ina's like... I feel like... I don't want to, like, metagame Ina, though, because I feel like Ina would want to go north, but me as a player is like, I want to investigate everything. So, do we want to? Like, even if I walk, like, further in just to see where it goes and do my rock thing where I'm throwing the rock every little bit or so... do we want to really do that?
Throwing of the rocks, nothing has really come up in this little cavern area. It's making you believe that it is a safe cavern area.
Okay. I kind of want to go down. I feel like Ina's like, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. I just want to see where this one goes.
I feel like what Murphy would do in this situation is Murphy would just be like, all right, you go down, explore, I'll stay here so that, you know, we don't lose our way. I can guide you back.
Okay. I can use hearing and I can use echolocation.
You're not a bat.
She clicks for fun.
So, Ina, you go down?
I'm gonna head. So for friends who are listening and they see the map, I am now headed. Oh yeah, so it just leads off. It now looks like a little comet tail. Okay, does she see anything interesting, or is it just like
it's like
leads
a dead
off
end.
And then nothing?
It's like a dead end. In the very dead end, it's just like a wall full of sage and rosemary, though. Like that's where a lot of the smell is coming from.
I feel like she calls up because I feel like it's not that far. I feel like it's maybe like a 50 or so odd more feet, right? From there. So I feel like she calls back, I found the mother lode!
Should we be worried?
I think I'm just going to stay here still.
Do you want me to...
Okay, and like, she comes back with two... Ina comes back in hand with 2 giant bushels of rosemary and sage.
All right, well, if we need to perform a cleansing of a house, I guess we're good to go.
She goes, do you think maybe the token or whatever it is going to be something to do with herbs?
No, I just think that Ismene might just think they're neat.
Well, that's lame. And so she then turns to Murphy. Can I explore the other tunnel?
You do what you want, but, like, you know, we gotta go north at some point.
Well, yeah. I would like to go north eventually, but I would like to explore a little bit. This is cool. This is the most fun.
Can we just go up while Ina goes down? She'll know we're up.
I don't like the idea of that getting that separated.
I will just go in a little bit and see where it goes, and then if it doesn't work out, then I'll just head back up.
Like Solas's predecessor, she sits on the floor and takes out a granola bar and starts eating it, waiting for Ina to stop.
She then shoves her bushels of stuff into there, and she is like, this is quite an adventure I'm on, and then she heads down. I can
just see Ina go, like, immediate, like, turns into the next tunnel, like, it was like a speed by.
Like, she's just so excited. She is fully like Bilbo Baggins. I'm going on an adventure. Like, she's enjoying herself. She's doing perception while she goes through.
That's cool. This tunnel gets very narrow. It's very different from the other one that you were just in.
I'm betting you she can't fit through it, can
it's
she?
Very
because
narrow.
She's big lady.
It's very narrow.
And she then, I feel like she makes it like she's trying to see if she can squeeze her way through, and she goes, this one's a little tight. We have to head north now.
Titties and ass definitely get stuck. Like, it's not...
Yup. So now Ina comes back and she goes, I couldn't fit because that tunnel is for tiny people.
Like me?
Yes. And then she has a glint in her eye. Do you want to go down the other secret tunnel?
I mean, I could, but like, at what cost?
Would you like to investigate the
Do
tiny
you
secret
want
tunnel?
me to
And she has a look in
investigate
her
the
eye.
tiny tunnel?
I would love it, and I would love for you to report your findings in the tiny secret tunnel.
Okay.
This is why I think we need to have a pet to do our investigating for us.
Did you know that there is a canine called... I'm trying to think of the best, like, fantasy. Called the Dachshund. I'm still calling it the Dachshund, whose entire thing was to go into tunnels and to just find shit. You're making me the Dachshund right now? Really?
Yes, because you're the only person who's tiny enough. Now go investigate that tunnel!
Solus begrudgingly
Please.
gets up from eating her granola bar and heads toward the tunnel. Let's see if
I feel like Ina is like at the tunnel and she's sitting and she's like, if you need any help, just holler!
Okay, Solus rolled very well to get through that, like, so easily, so I guess she's through it.
Secret tunnel!
She's very much not paying attention to what's around her. She's just sort of like, all right, it's a tunnel. It smells really damp. There's no crystals or anything over here. Let me have her roll for a trap.
Is there anything cool or shiny bits?
9. And what is her... Where is my Solus? Character.
There's just so many character sheets.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Perception. So
It's the one thing I'm not excited for when it comes to actually like trying to be a TM. It's managing all of that.
yeah, it's not fun.
I feel like for me, I would have to have paper ones so that I don't have to like sift through them all.
That'd be so fun if we're just sitting here waiting and all we hear is
Listen, that's the kind of person I am. I
get it. I just
like I am a very like tech savvy person, but when it comes to like specific things, I need to have paper copies for a reason.
That's fair. Also, one of the cats looks like a gremlin right now.
Is it because they're a gremlin?
No.
Okay, so
This one's specifically not a gremlin.
you hear a ow come from Solus deep in the tunnel.
Are you alright, Solus? Do you need any assistance?
I have a dagger in my arm.
I'm coming, Solus! And she starts trying to burrow her way in. I'm coming, buddy!
Wait, no, what is it? Okay.
I make it like 5 feet in, and she's like smushed now. She's like, I'm coming, Solus! I'm
Please.
making my way!
Please don't get yourself stuck.
I feel like she's at the point of where if she pushes any further, she could get stuck, but she knows, like, she's trying.
Okay.
That's all that
was
counts,
11 damage to Solus.
Right? Solus, buddy, I'm coming!
Yeah, I'm 90% sure you're stuck.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to save you!
Alright, because her Fey heritage, she does... Where are you?
Okay, I feel like we need to go north now.
2d6. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she actually lost only 5 damage because of the Fey heritage.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Okay, come back. I don't think it's safe for you to go by yourself anymore.
She
You also need to get out of the hole so she can get out.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the plan. Thank you, Murphy, for such an astute observation.
Just saying.
Solus takes the dagger out of her arm and then like wraps it with like a piece of like the skirt that she's wearing. She goes, I really fucking like this skirt too. God damn it.
Is Solus back to us now?
Solus is like crawling through and she still has the dagger that like was flown at her, and she goes, I'm keeping this as a souvenir. Also, it looks goddamn cool. And it's like a bronze.
I was about to say maybe this could be a good present for someone who likes to throw things. And then she's like, towards Murphy.
You know, you can point to me. I'm not going to get offended.
Solus is just like, oh, I also enjoy throwing things. Do not worry.
Ooh. Okay.
And-
Can I at least look at it to make sure it's definitely something that is worthwhile? Because I feel like she would know shit about weapons to see if it would. She would know if this is like a good weapon or if this was just like this is a bland dagger.
So this dagger is all bronze and it has sort of what looks like deep old elven roots. It also has a aquamarine that's like within the hilt of the actual dagger. It's oh my god, it's like almost gunmetal, so it kind of has like a rainbow sheen to it, and it's very sharp.
Okay, I can read Elven. What does the Elven inscription say?
This one says for trespassers and true warriors.
And then Ina says that out loud for trespassers and true warriors. And then she goes, I guess this makes you. And then she hands it hilt first. True warrior.
And
good job.
and Solus goes, trespasser. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say more trespasser than anything else.
Well, that's a negative like to think of yourself as, but okay, we head north.
Okay, as you guys head north, the tunnel becomes kind of like how it was before. As you guys go up, the atmosphere does change from like cold cave to almost like it kind of has like the warmth of a fire, and underneath your feet it kind of feels like you guys are on a boat.
Ooh. So it's
that's not supposed to happen.
giving us like maybe like vertigo.
Yeah.
Almost like it feels like things are swaying.
Yeah.
I don't think that's supposed to happen in a cave.
That's weird. This feels like some magic shite.
I guess I'll do another perception seeing.
Okay.
That's a 15. I keep rolling 15s today.
15's your lucky number.
Apparently. Ina, how'd you get here in real life?
I can transcend all the universes!
Well, then why don't you just go back to the Citadel?
Because that's too boring and it would make the game end so quickly.
That's fair.
Murph, as you go up, what was that roll again? I was not paying attention.
You got a 15.
Amazing. As you go up, I'm going to say you guys moved up a little bit farther than how I have it right now.
Okay, this might have something to do with if it's a ship, we got to think of rigging. Maybe we can hold on to something to help us with the swaying.
There is another inscription sort of on this wall path that's like leading into this other tunnel to the right of you. It's kind of like right outside of it, just like right here.
So so inscription that leads up or the one that leads to the right?
It's an inscription that's like right outside where the one to the right is.
Okay. So let's read it.
I'm going to put it in the Discord first. I don't trust you now, Zoe.
I literally said nothing.
Can't you mute Zoe?
No.
I said
I probably
nothing the
could.
last time you read. Nothing.
Yeah, because I
said nothing.
Okay. Some call me cunning, some call me wise, some call me all-seeing, but only at night. I am a predator through and through, but you can only hear me when I can see you. What am I?
An owl! It's an owl!
Yeah,
Hoot hoot!
even I got that one pretty quick.
So when you say owl, suddenly a bunch of lanterns light up throughout, and you're suddenly able to see about this much of the actual tunnels, where it kind of like goes up and around.
Okay, so obviously we need to go up and around, but is it gonna be in the cool shape of a fucking owl? Ah! Wait, we need to head to the Eye of the Owl, Kyle! That's where we need to go! We need to go to the Eye of the Owl!
I get that now.
This is so cool! Look at us. Okay,
Can I
wait, so where we came up, that looks like the wing, right? That looks like a wing where we came up. Allie, this is so fucking cool.
It's almost like Allie's really creative.
It's almost like Allie knows how to DM.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to investigate. Go away. Thank you.
Also, I
like
need
to
to make it
investigate-
clear, when those lights torch up and everything, you notice that there are no traps, and it's almost like you doing that.
We need to follow that direction.
It's almost like you saying an owl like disabled all of the traps and everything. Also,
ooh, in all of the lit up areas, or in the entire
in all
place?
of the lit up areas.
So Ina, after seeing this happen, and she's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm so book smart."
You're so book smart, Ina. Wow.
Okay,
Marcus
so
gives you a
Ina
thumbs up.
would like to backtrack just a little bit. I feel like when you put this up, you'll put like all of like where the inscriptions are, so people can see the way that we went, right?
If I remember, yeah.
If you're listening to this, so I would like to backtrack just a little bit and go up to where it kind of curls in on itself and see what that area is.
So sort of
to the right.
Okay, so like
I would like to go this way and just see what this is.
It's like another open cavern that was in what you guys would call like the wing area.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up. This area, the floor sort of changes from like the dirt and stone of the tunnel into like almost a bronzed area.
Ooh. Okay, nothing of note, nothing for me to kind of like see if I can. It's just bronze and looks cool.
It's just bronze, looks cool. Do you want to give me a perception?
Sure. Not a very good perception roll. I got a 5, a 1, a 1. A 5, a 1, a 1. So that's a 7 plus 1. That's an 8.
Okay, so you do not notice. You just think it looks cool.
I'm like, ooh, it's shiny in here. I feel like they're just letting Ina go and do her thing.
No,
so she's just calling back, it's shiny!
Murph, are you going to follow Ina?
Yeah, sorry, I was dealing with my cat. She was being annoying.
So I'm just right in here, Kyle, and I'm saying, it's shiny!
Okay, can I do a perception like to the south where we don't have that revealed? See if I see anything down
So
there.
within like where that little curly Q is?
Right
yeah, hold on.
here. Just looking down in this direction is where he wants to go.
Okay, so
Yeah, right there.
He wants to look.
So with your seeing, you can see probably to like there. It just looks like a tunnel that just continues down.
Okay. So I do think we should just go up and around at this
Yeah.
point.
It's better safe than sorry. Maybe when we find the thing, all of the traps will be turned off and we can explore everything else. So what we do is we head up north, go to, I assume is the crown, like the very tippy top of the owl head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we immediately go to the east and we work our way down. And I imagine we're walking. And now we're spiraling upwards. But we have to do a perception because this area is blacked out right
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine.
here. It's a not safe area.
Why can't I
feel
do...
like Ina like goes, oh, there's no lights over in this direction. Murphy, you need to do a perception check. Make sure there's no traps. It's just the way that it is, baby.
Yes, I will do a perception check to try to see further down. That's a 16 that time. I'm rolling good today.
Yeah. You can tell that it goes down and that there's this little room that sort of just opens up to the left of to the left of you.
Oh, we can't see that part. It's this part, Allie. This part. Because we came this way.
Oh, I thought you guys were going down, like down over here.
No. We wanted to go up and over because we know that's the safe
well, that's just
route.
this. It makes a fun little curly cue.
Okay. Is there anything in that in that room, like the big area that's like worth noting?
This area?
Yeah, I don't know. Like up and where the curl is. It won't let me draw.
It's just like a cavern area that was kind of like the wing. That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay. How do I delete?
You click on it and then press delete.
Or you just have your game goddess do it.
All right. So we're in this area now. So I guess we check and see if there's anything cool or of note.
It's just a continuation of the cavern.
Okay. So I imagine Kyle looking at the map. The eye is either this bit over here. So the way that we went up and then down and around, and now we're curly queuing up. So now we're in a place, I'm going to say what it looks like. It looks almost like a uterus.
Passed out womb is back.
Passed out womb. It's either this part that is the right half of the uterus looking thing, or it's going to be like this little bit right here. But we haven't explored over in that area yet, so I imagine we're going to want to investigate over here on the right and then go over to the left where the tunnel curls down and around. You see what I mean, Kyle? Okay, so we investigate, or at least Ina investigates, because Ina's invested and Murphy's just here for the ride.
So where are you going?
I'm investigating... I'm investigating this first part right here, just in case. This is the eye. We can't really tell yet because we haven't seen the whole owl.
I think that's the forehead.
Well, I don't know. I want to investigate that area first.
This would be the eye more so.
Where the first pink one is, where this one is.
Guys.
Yeah, I know. Basically,
I'm at least
Allie, do maps. I don't do maps because this is what happens.
I'm at least explaining.
For those of you listening at home, we're like circling spots on the map that are basically like we're trying to find the eye, and we're circling parts on the map that look like the eye.
And Zoe, I told you already that entire area was a cavern like the wing, so I don't know what more information you want from me with that.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure, because it doesn't look like a wing. It looks like a part of the head.
No,
okay.
I said it was like the cavern like the wing.
Oh, okay.
Which you guys have determined that this little circle around area was the wing. You guys determined that.
Perfect. Yeah, but... Okay, so that's like the wing. Okay, so now I guess we investigate that area, don't really see anything, and now we are going over to the left, and now we're going down into the part to where it starts to curl.
Okay, and you go into that room?
Yeah.
When you go...
What we can see.
Ina immediately dies.
When you go into that room, it's completely bronzed. There is gears and pipes, and it almost sounds like steam powered, just like mechanics that are happening within it. and there is a door to the far right.
Can I do like an investigation on the door?
Yeah.
To see if there's anything like that?
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, I thought there was like a investigation thing.
It might be perception.
Yeah. Perception seeing, because that's all I'm good for.
Roll that for me.
That's a 13.
On the door there is a little thing of writing that says, "You found the eye, but remember there are two of me."
Okay, so we found one.
And I'm gonna have Solus roll perception real fast. Shoot.
So there has to be a second door somewhere.
There is a plate on the floor that Solus goes, "Huh," to, and she steps on it, and the plate that she sees, she notes that it has the number 1 on it, and when she pushes it down, nothing happens, but you do hear like a clicking noise.
Ooh, we got to find the other plate. Okay, so if we go out of this room, we know that there's nothing that attaches to it going back up. So then Ina goes, "Stay here a moment," and then I guess she's going to go and investigate and now go down south. And she's going to do some investigating down in that area.
So like around that area?
Just to, well, she's going out because we're in here right now. This is where we are. She's going to go this way.
What is...
Because we're not over that way. She's going this way.
Okay.
Because that's the only way for us to go.
Just is a giant roundabout circle.
Just a giant roundabout circle. Okay. So we found one eye. Oh! Okay. So we might have to go.
First, Kyle.
We might actually do have to split up, Kyle.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think I know what you're getting at.
We might have to go. Oh, go away. We might have to go in this direction because the eye might be like right here. You know what I mean? Like, see where that leads first.
Well, yeah, that's where I thought you were going to begin with.
Oh, okay. All right. So then let me go on ahead and delete that then. Oh my God, Phoebe, go away.
By this direction, she means going all the way right because she is assuming that the tunnel curls.
So then what I'm saying is backtrack all the way to where we got the next inscription where it talked about the riddle of like, what am I? An owl. And then go down the tunnel that Murphy initially went down just a little bit just to see. And then we didn't go anywhere further. That's what Ina's going to want to do.
I love how sarcastically enthusiastic you said, "What am I, an owl?" right there. What am I? An owl.
An owl. Okay, so Ina's gonna say, "All right, stay here. I'm gonna go do some investigating."
Solus,
will you be safe, Solus?
Solus sits on the pressure plate.
I guess I'll
Murphy,
go.
do you want to come with me, or do you want to guard Solus?
Can I do like a? Boy, I'm really good at perception. Can I do like a perception to see if there's any like immediate threats if we leave Solus
You can tell
here?
right now there is no immediate threats.
Okay. Solus, if you're cool with it, stay here. I'm gonna go with Ina and make sure she doesn't get stuck in a hole.
Okie dokley. And she like takes
Okay,
She
takes out the book that she was reading from earlier today and just starts reading it on the pressure plate.
They just look at Solus and they're like, "All right, Queen. All right, let's go."
All right.
Peace signs.
So we backtrack all the way, and now we're heading down south.
You can tell as you guys go on that it is a dead end.
Amazing.
All the way down? Okay. So now she's going to say, like, I guess we go back all the way. So we go all the way. Nothing of note along this tunnel. Nothing cool.
I think what we do is go all the way back to the beginning and then go down one of these paths.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So we backtrack all the way. I think she gets to the point to where we had that intersection again, and Ina yells, I don't know if you can hear me, Solus, with your big bunny ears, but we are going to backtrack and pick another new tunnel. It just goes and follows
What you
Murphy.
guys don't see is that Solus totally just put on her AirPods and is now just like listening to music and reading a book.
She must have very good reception down here.
That,
okay,
well, you
so
can download music so you don't have to, like, you know.
Hey, hi, hello, friends. Thank you so much for listening in on this week's episode of Dice Drop Fallen. It's so good to be back home from Gen Con. I will say that. Oh my god, we are all exhausted, but we had such an amazing time seeing you and being with Green Ronin, and it was great. Speaking of Green Ronin, that's the system we're playing. We're playing a system from Green Ronin called the Age system. We're doing a mixture of Dragon Age and Fantasy Age. And if you are interested in any of those games, you can walk your cute selves over to greenroninstore.com and put in our promo code DICEDROP to get some money off your next order. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you aren't already, why not? If you follow us on social media, you can get all of the updates all the time, like what cons we're going to, if we're gonna be late on an episode, if something fun is happening. Oh my god, you can follow us on Twitter at dice_drop, and you can follow us on Instagram and Threads at DiceDropPod. Okay, so we'll see you August 24th when our next episode's out. Bye, friends. No, I've had good poops in the last week.
I have good poops all the time.
What's that like?
What's that like, Joey?
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, so this is gonna sound really weird.
This isn't I thought we were gonna talk about.
I'm gonna ask you your consent if this is the best like blooper we have, if I could put it in the blooper reel.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna get super graphic. I'm not gonna like describe what the poop is like because that's just gross. I'm gonna describe to you how I know I'm gonna have a good poop is when I feel heavy and I'm like, ooh, this might be a good poop. And so what I do, I go into my bathroom.
When Zoe has a process.
Listen, I have very weird bodily like knowledge. Like I know, like just sitting here, I know I'm gonna have to pee in like an hour and 20 minutes. I know for a fact because I have weird bodily autonomy in that
really
kind of a way. I don't know if that's like a neurodivergent thing, but like someone please at me if that is. But like I can tell like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. Like if I'm gonna have to poop, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do that. Like I know for a fact when it's going to happen, and usually I'm like 90% correct. But when I go poop and I know it's gonna be a good poop, this is what I do. This is my process to ensure I have a good poop. Okay, so I go into my bathroom. I make sure the nightlight is on. I turn off the regular light, and I'm just sitting in the darkness with my Himalayan salt lamp nightlight. You're understanding the vibe now. I make sure that the door is closed so that no one can interrupt this time for me. I open up the book that I am reading and I just sit on my throne and read while I poop.
You want to know?
Sometimes I'll put on ambiance music, like nature sounds, and just listen to like the crickets chirping or like waves, and it is an ethereal experience.